Well, shopping can be a lot of fun. We all know that, right? But it can be tough when you get to the checkout line, you're watching the numbers just start adding up. So how do you avoid getting more than you need or spending over your budget? That's why Sherry Lowe is here. She is the queen of free or queen of saving money, and you have some very helpful tips with this. I am so guilty of this. I won't name the store, but there's one. I walk in, I just need some detergent. I walk out with chapstick, cheese, anything you can think of.
Certainly. Well, one of the main tips that I'll share this morning is knowing those weak areas.
Yes.
And you want to be sure that you don't, fall into those
Right.
traps that you're so prone to get into. But let's dive in and talk about ways that you can own the aisles. You can save as much as you can at the grocery store.
Love that. Own the aisles.
Yes,
All right. What do we need to know?
We want to win. Well, never ever shop without a list. And that is definitely the very first tip that I always tell everyone. You're just asking for the store to take your money if you just wander in and kind of aimlessly roam the aisles. Whether you use something like a paper planner, which I have a free printable on my website that people can use, or you use your technology and use a phone or an iPod to keep track of both your list and your total as you're going through the store so that you don't overspend. Never ever shop without a list.
Yeah, I usually put a list on my phone. I'll type it into notes or whatever, and I'll have this list, and I still end up seeing something in the aisle that I maybe think I need, then it sits in my closet. What else can you do?
Well, set a timer when you go in the store.
That is a good idea.
So for some of us, wandering around will cause us to put more things into our cart. Make it a game, get in, get out, seek and destroy. Set a timer on that phone. And then also, you want to shop the perimeter. So around the edges of the store, especially the grocery store, are both the healthier and the more economically priced items that will keep you fuller for longer, as well as looking high and looking low, because the items that are most expensive are placed at your eye level where they catch your attention. And so if you look high and you look low, then you'll be able to save some money as well.
That is sneaky.
Yes.
Especially because I'm a shorter person myself, so if it's up there, I'm probably not going to grab it.
That's an advantage for you at least. But then don't shop at weak hours like we talked about. So when you're hungry late at night, you know what your trap is. Don't shop at those weak hours. And probably my most favorite tip of all time is right before you check out, look in your cart, find 3 to 5 items that you don't really need and put those back. So, you might not need them at all, or you might not need them until next week. You've probably had something jump into your cart. You can save $5 to $10 easily without clipping a single coupon.
That's a good idea, because I find it is often at the end when you're like, oh, okay, I kind of need that. You throw it in the cart, you get home, and you just don't need it.
Not at all.
And you end up spending way more than you should. Okay, Sherry, thank you so much for joining us today. And we do always post this information and a link to Sherry's website from our website. She is the queen of free, and she always brings us the very, very best tips. Sherry, thank you so much for joining us this morning.